Welcome to Horse Colors Volume 2. In Volume 1, we discussed the cream gene and the dun gene. In this volume, we're going to discuss the paint, gray, and roan gene. Let's get started. So the paint or the pinto gene is a color gene that creates white spots or areas on the horse's body. A gray is a dominant gene that covers up the base coat along with any other gene it might have. Roan is a gene that creates white specks throughout the base coat, but the legs, face, mane, and tail remain the same color as their base color. So let's get started with the paint and pinto gene here. So as you can see here, the paints still have their base coats. So we have a chestnut paint, a bay paint, and a black paint. As with all the other genes, you can mix and match them and get as many as you want in one horse. So you can have buckskin paints, palomino paints, Dunalino paints, Dunskin paints, or just Dun paints. You can go crazy with it. Most horses do just have two color genes because it's difficult with only a 50-50 chance with each gene to get a lot of genes in there. Not to mention certain breeds only have certain genes, so that kind of takes that away. So most horses just have two, if that at all. Moving on to the gray. Gray horses are interesting. They may just look gray to you as if it's a base color, but it is not. They still have a base coat of chestnut, bay, or black. They will be born their base coat color and turn gray as they get older. Depending on the base coat, it will determine the shade of gray. The gray is a dominant gene and it takes over all other genes. So you could have a dun gray, but you wouldn't know it. It just takes over. Young gray horses are dark gray and they get more white as they age. So often you'll see white horses. They're not really white. They are just older gray horses. The roan gene just creates a lot of little white specks in the body. So you can have a chestnut and a roan gene. They call it a red roan or a strawberry roan. The bay in the roan gene is just a bay roan, and the black in the roan gene is a blue roan. So it is important to understand dilution and color genes when breeding to understand what possible colors you can get. The parents must have the gene in order to pass it on. Genes do not skip generations. So, if you have a mom that's a chestnut and the grandma was a palomino, there's not a chance that that baby's going to be palomino just because the mom's chestnut does not have the cream gene. You can mix and match all genes, though most horses just have two at most. There are more genes out there that I'm not going to go over because they're not very popular, but they have the silver dapple, champagne, pearl genes. There's lots of them, but I just wanted to do the most prominent ones. So now you are an expert. Feel free to go out and check out your fields of horses and see if you can tell what each color is, their base coats, and if they have any extra genes and how they got that mix to get what they are. Thanks for watching. This is put on by Mellis Horsemanship. You can visit us on Facebook or Instagram to learn more.